Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome to Friday, the 16th of January. We are halfway through the month already, guys. This year has absolutely got off to a adrenaline-filled, adrenal pumping start. Everybody is just so busy. So I hope that you are coping well with this busyness. All right. So remember, if you start to feel yourself getting revved up, there's a lot of factors at play here. All of these transitions that we are going through, they take a toll on your system, especially if you are sensitive. You hear me talking about the celestial weather. The sun is at solar maximum. So we are being, extra solar radiation charged. Probably not the right way to put it, but you know what I mean? Like there are a lot of other factors involved in what we're going through right now. So we still have the moon in Sagittarius. It doesn't show anyone here yet. Let's have a look. Hello, Helen. How are you? So nice to see you. All right, so yeah, we still have the moon in Sagittarius all the way through till 10:47 p.m. when it moves into Capricorn. But we did just have the moon trine Chiron at 8 a.m. All right, so this is why I said in the words, pay attention to the things that you tell yourself earlier in the day. All right, so while there may be some pressure on you today, it may also offer you some great insight. This is part of a bigger event that is starting to form, and with it is coming change, right? This change is inevitable, guys. All right, so if you are in a situation where, like in the title, I said it's okay for you to stand up for yourself. This is part of the process that is happening, and you need to trust it. All right, so if you're starting to feel, or there are people that are triggering you somewhat. All right, so each of us have got our own specific triggers depending on what's happening where in your chart. You know what it is. If you're having the type of experience where somebody's coming at you, but you've got the truth or facts on your side, and you are normally a people pleaser where you hold back, then now is the time for you to go, excuse me. All right, this is actually what happened. Or, give people the heads up straight away. If you can see something coming and there are more than one people involved, give people a heads up. So then there's not this, like if you're aware of a situation, don't let it drag out. Address things straight away. All right, because we have this moon in Sagittarius, which again is, our awareness, philosophy, higher education, travel, the judicial system. So there's that justice, all right, and the contemplation of right and wrong, okay, good and evil. Like there's that, I know it's Sagittarius. It's like, it's just, it's one of those cognitive, spiritual, higher thinking places. But we are coming up to a square to Saturn, all right? So the square to Saturn is at 5 p.m. Can't read my writing. The square to Neptune is at 10 p.m. And between 12 and 6, we have that moon in Sagittarius in conjunct Uranus in Taurus. All right, so what does all of that mean? All right, so the moon heading towards a square to Saturn is, yesterday the sextile was steadily moving towards something, all right? There's an opportunity, the cogs are turning. But today, with the square to Saturn, there may be some sort of ideological clash, or my ideas versus what I have been brought up to believe, all right? So this, because these last degrees of Saturn, Neptune in Pisces, again, we are reinforcing the foundations. We are dissolving the beliefs of our past. Like, there's all of this, think of like in your brain, all these things that you believe. There's all these tradies quickly trying to reinforce the walls that hold you up and support you. All right, so, you're more than likely clashing in your mind with beliefs versus where you want to be, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Let's have a look. Oh, good morning, Julie. That's all right. Good morning, Sam. How are you? All right. So, and between that 12 and 6, All right, Julie, for you, obviously, it's 1 and 7. The moon in Sag, we've got this sensory thing, all right? So Uranus is sudden and unexpected and electric, but it's in Taurus, which is our values, our senses, you know, us speaking out for ourselves, saying the different thing because it doesn't fit with our new philosophy. It's all right, you can walk through. So beautiful group of people here today. All right, so again, you know, I just really want to point out the fact that, you know, like spirituality, life, being human, you know, our bodies are receptors. We are, you know, we're electrical beings, all right? We are just atoms that are glued together in fast movement. You know, they're like, raise high vibe, raise your vibrations. You know, because when you sit in a lower state where you're depressed, and that's when your body starts to feel lethargic and heavy. So, you know, when you have that awareness, you're like, oh, how am I feeling? How can I change this? What can I do? Can I go for a walk? Can I, you know, give my body what it needs? Am I low in electrolytes? You know what I mean? Like there is a rule book. There is an instruction manual to the human body. And you know what that is. So, you know, it's multifaceted and many different layers, but ultimately, you know, feelings are associated with thoughts, all right? So, and, you know, and your body will always tell you what's going on. You just need to pay attention with self-awareness. And this is part of that Sagittarian ideology, you know. So once that bigger picture starts to form and you can see all the individual components, this is so off what I was going to say, but there you go, it's coming out like this. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I think that's that little bit of a blurt off. All right, so what else is going on? All right, so I mean, there's just lots going on. I don't know if you can see there, but like, there's just a lot of stuff. You know, we're heading into, so I guess it's complex and complicated and, like I said, multifaceted. So, you know, the Mercury is starting to catch up with the sun. Our cognitive awareness is starting to become clearer. You know, we're steadily moving towards that. We're allowing things to change. We're seeing our belief systems. And when we know that transformation is coming because everything is heading towards Pluto, we can just take that step back and go, oh, wow, you know, there's that, have faith. And again, I don't mean religious faith. I just mean that you have survived thus far. And when you look back in time, you can see how all those things lined up to create a certain situation. So that's the idea. That's the view that I'd love you to just take through these next couple of days, is that, you know, I've looked back in time and seen all of the pieces fall into place. And that's where you are now. Just know that these pieces will fall into place. All right, Mercury is conjunct Venus and Mars, so that's nice. You know, we're able to feel into whether we love the goals that we're setting. If we don't feel like we're loving what we're trying to achieve, then why are you doing it? All right, there's got to be this, how I give and receive love. Like, does the process work? Does it feel genuine to me now? All right. So because you've got this opportunity with Mars in Capricorn to have the energy to put the processes in place to achieve the goals. But if you're not loving it, then it's not going to work. All right. There's that incongruity. Is that incongruous? Is that the right word? Okay, incongruity. Oh, that word. I don't know. Look it up. There's something about that word. Okay, so Venus is also still square Chiron. All right, so we're still trying to figure out exactly what that sore point is. All right, so oh my gosh, look at everybody. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Louise on the Gold Coast. Good morning, Sally. So nice to see you. Hello, Christy. So beautiful to see you too. All right. So blah blah blah. Yeah, Venus is, you know, she's the one that is leading the charge now. So we need to be really leading with our heart. I'm just having a quick look at the chart. So Venus is almost at 28 degrees. She's at 27.57 and Pluto is at 3. So she's literally like 4 degrees away from Pluto. Yes, he's out of sign, but he's still like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because, you know, this is like you're getting prepared for an operation. Basically, when you're going in for that operation, you know, you need to fast, you know what I mean? Like there's this prep factor to what is going on here. And this new moon, oh my God, this beautiful new moon that is coming up on Monday, the 19th at 28 degrees of Capricorn. It's just like, and it's so quick as well. So the new moon is at 28 at 6:50 a.m. and then the moon moves into Aquarius at 9:20 and then straight into Pluto again. So this is very fast paced, which is why I'm sort of coming back in time going, get yourself as prepared as you can be. Blah, blah, blah. Like even tomorrow, you know, tomorrow Venus moves into Aquarius, right? So she is also at that 28th, so moving into 28, and then that 29th, where we're going to use that analogy of quick, I need to move out of this house by Sunday. All right, so when you wake up on Sunday, Venus is going to be in a new house. So take this time to have a look at all of the preparation and groundwork that you have been doing so that you know that, you know, you haven't left any of those important factors behind. And I think I wrote somewhere else that just try to focus on the most valuable things because they are a priority. There are lots of things that you are going to be letting go of. So again, there's that assessment. Is this a priority or is something else a priority? All right. Yesterday I was talking about having too many things on your plate. So only take the things that feel good, that are yummy. Hello, Sean. How are you? Looking forward to seeing you this morning. We're going to have a great class. So that's pretty much me. I don't have cards because I am at work. So go forth, ladies. Go forth. You know, you've totally got this. You know, there is so much tying up of loose ends and, you know, oh my God, like just the astro. I'm sure that you watch plenty of other astrologers and they're all saying the same thing. Like we are heading into crazy times. So just make sure that you are physically capable, you are looking after yourself, you are focusing on the things that are a priority and important to you alone, and challenge yourself every single time you feel like you're moving backwards. You know, like this is that self-awareness and the trigger. Oh my God, I'm feeling, oh, that's right, I'm people pleasing or I'm not standing up for myself. So that's another really important thing. Challenge yourself to state the truth when you know it's the truth, especially, all right, so Capricorn is a bully. All right, so there might be bullies out there because all of this Capricorn energy that is finishing off, they're like, but we want to gain control, we want to keep control. All right, you can see that on the world stage. Everybody's clamoring to keep control. And you know what? Humanity is moving into a completely new place that, you know, so many of us astrologers are like, we have never seen this before. Humanity is leveling up and, you know, you've totally got this. So just make sure, again, look after yourself, stay true to yourself, stick up for yourself, and just be awesome because you all are, and keep those crowns firmly on your head. All right, I will not see you tomorrow because I will be driving, but yeah, you guys are all awesome and you are all strong and capable and worthy and amazing. All right, so mwah, so much love to you. I've got to go get my cake.